Okay, hello everyone. Okay, all right. So continuing our discussion or our lesson on the four types of primitive integer data types. The next one is called short. Okay, so we mentioned again in the previous video that you need all sorts of data when you are writing your programs. Like, or basically you'd get all sorts of data when you're writing your programs. We talked about byte in the previous program. The next primitive integer data type in Java is called short. Okay, so it's the same thing. It's just called the word short, and it's a type of integer data type. It's primitive. Okay, and we can declare a variable of short and call it, let's say, I'll still call it number. Okay, that's what we've done here. We've said the computer should basically reserve a space in its memory, call that space number, and only allow variables of type short to be stored in there. Now we mentioned that the reason why there are four types of integer or primitive integer data types is because each one of them has their own range. So that for the range of short is basically from negative 32,768. Okay, negative 32,768. Well, let me just remove this comma just so you don't get confused, because we'll get into something in the future. So it's from negative 32,768, okay, all the way to positive 32,767. Okay, so negative 32,768, all right, all the way to 32,767. Yes. Okay. So that's it with the short. That's basically its range. So we can go ahead and declare. Sorry. We can say we've already declared it. We don't have to declare it again. We can say we can now initialize number with a value of, let's say, 30,000. Sorry, 20. Or 20,000. 20,000. All right. Okay, we declared a variable of type short. This is the range. These are the numbers you can store in there of numbers in this range. So we've initialized that number with the value 20,000, and now we can go ahead and print it out. System.out.println what's in number. So when we compile this and we run it, we can see that it's able to print it out. All right. So now let's try to create something out of its range. So let's try to create something. Let's try 32,768. When we compile this, it says that just like the previous video, we are trying to create something outside the range of this. It says possible loss of precision. It's telling you that, hey, I can only store values in this range, which is basically up to values from here up to 32,767. But then you've told me to store in 32,768. It's saying that in order to store this, I need to basically go ahead and subtract 1 from this so that I can store 32,767. But it's saying that when it does that, you're going to lose data. You're going to lose 1 out of this number. So it's telling you that when it does that, you are going to lose data. It's telling you there's a possible loss of precision, or that basically you're going to lose a number from this number if it does that. And so because it doesn't want to do that, and because it doesn't want you to lose any number from what you're trying to store in here, it's telling you, please make sure that it's telling you that I'm requiring a short. It's telling you, okay, please, what is required is a short and not something else. Okay, and we'll talk more about this, but it's saying that, okay, I'm requiring a short, so make sure you type in something in the range of a short. All right, so in order to be safe, or in order to not lose any data, let's try to store something in the range of that. So when I try to type in, let's say, 23,000, it says, okay, I can now, when I compile this, it says, okay, I can now store in 23,000 and nothing else. I mean, I can store in something in the range of this and nothing else. So when we try to run this, it's able to print out 23,000. So if you type in something that's outside the range, let's say negative 50,000, okay, and compile this, it says, okay, I'm requiring a short, but then I found something else. So please fix it. Make sure you type in something in the range of this. So when I go back and I type in something like, let's say, 28,000 is in the range of this. So when I compile this, it can store it in number, and then in this case we are displaying it here. All right, so that's the range of a short. We'll talk about the next one in the next video. If you have any questions, please comment down below, and I'll do everything to respond to them. Thank you very much for watching. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time with the next video. All right then, bye-bye.